What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Smile High Uncut. And returning with me is the most controversial, never bites her tongue, ready for whatever, co-host, Emma Alexia. Welcome back. Don't leave me hanging. Do not leave me hanging. We are 1 week away from the Rise. The return of Rise is Rise 2021. It's MHW Throwdown Rise. And it's gonna be the bomb diggity. How you feeling about it? Are you pumped up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah? What match are you most looking forward to?
Well, I actually don't know any of the other matches besides my match.
We're going to go over that today. So maybe this co-host of mine can choose a match he's most looking forward to. Like I said, we're exactly 1 week away from MHW Throwdown Rise. The 32nd episode of MHW Throwdown. It's a throwdown and a special event all combined into one for the first time ever. 3 hours on Splat. And a lot of bodies will be splatting. See what I did there? Huh?
That's gross.
That's what happens. That is exactly what happens. And before it all kicks off, it's the return of MHW's YouTube exclusive, and we got 2 brand new superstars to the MHW ring colliding. It's gonna be Miss Wrestling 2 versus I shouldn't have did that. Mad Dog Mark Wright. That was a bad bark, I know, but I'm gonna keep it because I don't care. Who you think's gonna win that match? It's Wrestling 2 or Mad Dog Mark Wright.
I don't know since they're both new, but I kind of want Mad Dog to win.
You like Mad Dog? What is it that you like about Mad Dog? Is because he like chews tobacco like you?
I don't chew tobacco.
Oh, okay.
What?
He likes powdered donuts. You like that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have something in common. That's why you like him.
No.
And you never wear a mask.
What?
Because Miss Wrestling 2 wears a mask. Maybe that's why y'all don't connect. Huh?
What?
It's going to be a good match because it's 2 hungry people who are on the YouTube exclusive that want to get into some kind of championship picture, I'm sure. So this match is very important for both of them. We've already seen Mad Dog Mark Wright's promo this week. I read you some of that. Very entertaining. Great new superstar, great new character to have within MHW. We're looking forward to seeing what Miss Wrestling 2 brings to the table. We know as soon as that Superman theme song hits, it's going to get serious. What do you think Miss Wrestling 2 looks like under that mask?
I don't know.
Do you think that she is ugly and that's why she wears the mask? Or do you think she's probably a beautiful young lady?
I think she's probably beautiful because some of her face is showing, like with the holes that she has in her mask.
Uh-huh. And you think that's beautiful?
I guess.
Ha okay. After the YouTube exclusive is over with, we are going straight into MHW Throwdown Rise. And we're going to have 4 champions crowned. It's the new era. It's season 3. All new champions. And one of those championship matches is the MHW Hardcore Championship match. 4 superstars who all lost their match last week. Or 2 weeks ago. I gotta try to get used to saying 2 weeks ago instead of saying last week, or saying 2 weeks from now instead of saying next week. It's really difficult. But anyways, fatal 4-way hardcore match for the Hardcore Championship. In that match, we're gonna see the VIP Chris Mosh, Emma's favorite wrestler, Killer Carter, and Katrina Knox, both Shield maidens, and Anastasia Baudelaire. Who do you think's walking out with the Hardcore Championship, Miss Emma?
I don't know. I hope it's me, though.
You hope it's you? Only time will tell. We do know that both Anastasia Baudelaire and Killer Carter have put up their promos. And we still got the other half of the match to put up their promos. You got me want to talk French now. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Hubert. Huh?
Oh my god.
Why she embarrassed? I'm the coolest dad. But look. If not Anastasia Baudelaire, who do you think could walk out with this Hardcore Championship?
Maybe.
You just don't see anyone else doing it? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Are you cocky? Are you being egotistical?
No, I think that it's gonna be really close, no matter who wins.
Well, our last Hardcore champion before we rode out into the sunset. Do you remember who that was?
I didn't even know we had a Hardcore Championship.
War Queen Leah, who will be in the main event fighting for the Ultimate Championship. So we will have a brand new Hardcore champion for show. No title on the line. It's going to be Wendy Zombie Pellegrini versus Simply Scandalous Stephanie Sullivan. I want you to say that 5 times fast.
That's gonna be too hard.
Do it.
I don't like saying tongue twister.
Oh my goodness gracious. Stephanie Sullivan did very well in the main event last week. Actually, I can't say last week because it's only been a week. It's so confusing doing this bi-weekly thing, but last week, 1 week ago from today, Stephanie Sullivan was the last person eliminated. And this week she will face a former top star here in Mile High Wrestling, a Hall of Famer, Wendy Zombie Pellegrini.
You sound Italian.
I think that is Italian.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. It's going to be an interesting match. But it's important, even though a championship is not on the line, it is important because both of these superstars need their first win in Season 3 of MHW. Both of these superstars are hungry for gold. And a win will lead you in the right way. Well, let's talk about some more championships. A triple threat match for the MHW Throwdown Television Championship. What you know about that? Triple threat match. Psycho Sorche McGuire versus Becca Bruiser McGuire, They married. And newcomer Talia Ariano. Talia Ariano. This will be just her second match ever in MHW. Becca Bruiser McGuire, a former Ammo Television champion, and Psycho, the very first hardcore champion, a championship you did not know about. This is going to be big. Who's walking out with the gold? We have had, Psycho. She says Psycho. We've had some big names hold this belt. Samantha Hamilton, the very first. Probably Samantha Hamilton's biggest moment as a singles competitor. I mean, she's competed for the MHW Ultimate Championship, the very first match. She's competed again at another time. But this was probably, it was her biggest singles championship win, was the Third Down Championship. She won that as her first belt. From there, she went on to the tag team division. But she held it. Azarine Vebens has held it. Jansen Murr has held it. Zombie has held it. And Gabriel Ohio was the final Throwdown champion before we, once again, rode off into the sunset. Because the sunset's over here. Or the sun. That's why there's a light right there. I don't have a studio. We're just in a bedroom recording this Mile High Uncut. These are three superstars who won their matches last week. And three superstars with a huge opportunity to kick off Season 3 of MHW the right way. And you think Psycho's going to do it. Mile High Kick. Hashtag that. Another non-title matchup. And it's pretty big in my opinion. Even though it's on the undercard, it is a big match. Tyke Index versus Azarine Vebens. This one-on-one match has only happened one other time, and it was so long ago people probably forgot it ever happened. I only know because I did my research, because I wondered if it ever happened, because I was so pumped to see it happen. This is going to be a fun match. It's not about we hate each other. This is going to be two big names in MHW colliding to see who moves forward as a winner. Who you think is going to win that match? Tyke Index. We'll see. Because it might just be National Azarine Vebens is going to win day.
What?
And then in the last non-title match, it's the return, the in-ring return of Mr. Scrabble Stanzas, as he goes one-on-one with the hungriest superstar in MHW right now, Evan Maloney. Robert Mack has placed a $1 million bounty on Scraps. Whoever can take out Scraps will win. Well, not win. Will get $1 million. Evan Maloney said to Robert Mack to save his money. She's going to take care of it. Robert Mack seems to have confidence in her that she will be able to get the job done. Do you think Evan Maloney is going to take out Scraps?
Maybe.
Maybe? Maybe. Who do you think is going to win this match then?
I don't know. I think
think Scraps is going to win. Well, we've heard from Evan Maloney this week. Matter of fact, she told the story of a dream she had about Scrappy Doo. That promo brought me back to my old HCW days when HCW was actually good. No offense, or all the offense. I don't care. Back when I enjoyed being a part of HCW. Role plays like that is what we all as a group of role players looked forward to when people did creative things like that. So that kind of had me pumped up when I was reading it. I remember doing actually a dream role play one time. There was a popular reality show called The Real World. And what makes Evan Maloney's better than mine is that she actually used her dream reference to against her opponent. For mine, it was I just wrote it out of fun. I mean, it was for a match or something. I don't remember who I was fighting that week because I would think I was like 13 years old or something. But I just wrote a fun dream thing where different wrestlers that were in ACW were a part of the real world. It was me, my character and 6 other characters, and yeah, and it was real fun and funny, and it just took me back to that when I read the Scrappy Doo Where Are You dream sequence.
Remember when I did Emily Foss's husband's hot dog dream?
Do you guys remember that? The hot dog
that
dream?
Was weird.
But it's fun and it's different. You know, a lot of people just post a lot of promos all the time, so it's awesome to see people, you know, do something different. You know, something creative, something that stands out, something that can be talked about. So, pretty pumped up for it. I'm pretty pumped up to see Scrab's role play. You know, to see if he still has it, because I mean, he hasn't been around for over a year. His last wrestling match was episode 30 at MHW Throwdown, and he had 2 in that one night. So we got to see if Scrab still has it. Of course, Robert Mack is hoping that he doesn't, and that Evan Maloney kills him. The 2 biggest championship matches of the night. Jackie Bandit Layton. I mean, she's gotten some opportunities in the past, but it was always rare. She was usually in the tag team scene. But this is a big moment for her because she was definitely a big star in seasons 1 and season 2 of MHW. She just never got to shine as bright as she could have because she was always teaming with someone. But on this night, 1 week from tonight, she will go 1-on-1 with El Diablo Blanco in a ladder match with the Phoenix Championship on the line. Both of these superstars can be high flying, so this can get really crazy really fast. Who do you think's walking out with the Phoenix Championship?
I don't know. That's hard.
You think this is a tough matchup?
Yeah, and I kind of want both of them. I kind of like both of them too.
Well, all I know is that it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a big deal. It's going to be exciting. The last Phoenix champion was Scrabs. We had 3 of the, if not the biggest names in MHW history have held that belt. Bullet, Tyke Index, and Scraps. That is arguably the 3 biggest names in MHW history. And they've all 3 held that belt. So this Phoenix Championship is very, very important. So it'd be interesting to see if a legend in MHW like Jackie Bandit Layton can walk out with it, or if this newcomer who is a huge sensation who is in one night got all the Mile High Club on his side, El Diablo Blanco can walk out with it. This is a big match. And then the main event, who we just were speaking of, Alex Bullet Carbajal versus War Queen Leah Aguero. Is that how you say it? Where's your mom when we need her? This is going to be crazy and exciting because this is the first Ultimate Championship match in years without scraps in it. And only, fun fact, will be only the second Ultimate Championship match in the history of MHW to not have scraps in it. The first one being the very first title match, which saw Candy Bratton, Samantha Hamilton, and the Master Isaac Combs. There's Katrina. Look, you own it. She made her first appearance on Mile High Uncut. This is history, folks. This is history. Wow. I have goosebumps from the history that was just made. And she's gone. So this is only the second Ultimate Championship match without scraps in it. So it's a big deal. It's crazy, you know? And to be honest, the only reason scraps wasn't in the first one was because Scraps joined MHW. This is something that I often gets forgot because I know Samantha Hamilton brought it up in a tweet maybe a couple weeks ago. Or no, it would have been earlier this week because it was right after Throwdown was posted. You know, I remember she brought it up in promos in the past, but it's always a big urban legend that I don't think she understands. Scraps was one of the first people to join MHW. But he requested to me if it'd be all right. He said it didn't matter, but he said he would like if he didn't get booked for the first show because he wanted to, because I guess he took his character serious, he wanted to post some promos in the character development to introduce Scraps. He wanted to make a good first impression. So actually he posted more role plays before the first MHW show than anybody else, and didn't even get anything out of it because it wasn't for a match. So he didn't get a victory on that first show or nothing, but he was posting multiple promos leading into the first show. And I decided, I want to say the day of the very first MHW event, that the winners of all the matches on that first show would go on to 3 qualifying matches on the second show, which the winners of that would go on to the third show to fight in the triple threat match for the MHW championship without Scraps knowing, And then Scraps actually messaged me and kind of regretted not being a part of the first show because he would have liked to have been in that. But I remember because of that drive that he had in that first week, and then his showing in the second week on his first match, the third week on his second match, I realized Scraps was going to be a star, and I was right because he won the Ultimate Championship at Rise in Phoenix and went on to be arguably the biggest superstar in MHW's history. And that's coming from me on a personal level, obviously not the character of Robert Mack, because the character of Robert Mack doesn't want Scraps around. On a personal level, of course, I want Scraps around because Scraps is very, very talented, very, very awesome. So yeah, this is gonna be the second MHW championship match, Ultimate Championship match without Scraps in it. So it's a big, big deal. Of course, Scraps, once again, to clarify, did join MHW, was one of the first people to join it. He didn't put up an application because we kept it a secret because, I actually presented the idea that I presented. That's still a secret. But either way, that would ultimately have him be a surprise appearance on the episode 31 of MHW Throwdown. So Bullet and Leah. And I'm excited for it because Bullet, obviously, one of the biggest superstars in MHW's history, the leader of the Shield Maidens. On a personal level, I have all the love in the world for the handler of Bullet. And on a character level, Bullet, is a big deal. So this is huge. War Queen Leah, when MHW closed its doors, she ended as Hardcore Champion. But to me, she is much bigger than the Hardcore Championship. And I believe that if MHW had been alive this whole time, in this over a year, she probably would already be Ultimate Champion, or at least fighting in those main event matches. I saw her being a big star well before we closed the doors last season. She is impressive. So this match is, to me, the perfect return Ultimate Championship match. And whoever walks out with the championship is going to be the perfect Ultimate Champion for Season 3. And I mean that. Who do you think's gonna win? Did I ask you that already?
I don't think so. I don't know. Well, there's one person that I think is gonna win, and then the other person I want to win.
Say it.
So I want Leah to win, but I think Bullet is gonna win.
So you're a bigger fan of Leah. You like that character much better. You're behind that character, but you think Bullet is going to pull this one off.
I think maybe.
We actually had a poll on the forums, where we asked everybody else who they thought is going to walk out with the Ultimate Championship. Let's take a look at the latest results on that. And War Queen Leah has the most votes. So you think Bullet's going to win, but I guess more people think that War Queen is going to win.
I guess.
So everyone thought Azarine Vebens in the last poll was going to be the first Ultimate Champion, but she did not make it to this main event match. And out of these two superstars, the Mile High Club thinks that Leah is going to be the first MHW Ultimate Champion of this era. Only 2 other people have held this belt. So we're about to have the 3rd champion ever. The 3rd top champion of MHW. Candy Bratton was the very first. And then Scrabs was the second. Forever. Caused a lot of controversy. People didn't like that. People with bad attitudes, I think. But the good news to those bad attitude people is that Scrabs won't be winning the championship back at Rise, and if Robert Mack has anything to do with it ever again. Time will tell how all that turns out, but all I know is I'm pumped for this main event. So now that you know the matches for Rise, are you excited for this event?
Yes.
And what match are you most looking forward to? While she's thinking about it, I would like to welcome the Crosses. Enforcer and Justice Cross have just recently joined MHW last night. I believe it's husband and wife, if not boyfriend and girlfriend. I've heard some good things about them, so I'm pretty excited to have them on MHW. Some new faces, which is also cool. So welcome to MHW, guys, if y'all are watching this, and I hope y'all enjoy y'all stay. What match are you looking most forward to?
I couldn't decide. There's 3.
Name them. Name them.
Mine, of course. Scrabs versus Evan Maloney.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, Robert Mack is the special guest referee of that match.
Uh-oh, I'm not excited for that match anymore. Because then they're going to cheat and make Evan Maloney win.
You think that's what's going to happen? You think Robert Mack's a cheater?
Yeah.
And your 3rd match you're excited for?
Bullet versus Leah.
I knew you were going to say that. And why not be excited for it? That is huge!
Oh my goodness.
1 week from today. MHW Throwdown Rise. It's going to be big. I'm looking forward to reading the rest of the promos this week. I'm looking forward to another great show. This show, honestly, I start working on the match card mainly a week before the show, before the match card I'm going to be working on. If you caught that. If you didn't, I would usually start working on episode 33's match card now. And I tried to today. But I was having a hard time. Because I don't know who's going to be the champions. I don't know who's going to win these matches. Usually I just guess. But I was having the hardest time trying to guess winners for these matches. And to me, that's exciting. To me, that shows the level of talent we got up here in MHW. Katrina's coming back. She wants more. Before we go off the air,
I'm just gonna put the scissors away.
it's
I'm
Katrina.
not going to. I'm embarrassed.
There she is. You see her?
Your face was in there, Mama.
I'm too embarrassed.
Your face was already on there.
Quit! Don't run.
Anything you want to say before we go?
No.
Well, that's all we have today, folks.
What?
We'll see you someday soon. This thing sucks. It just keeps going off. I try to be cool. I try to have logos in the background, and it just kept changing and going off.
These are pretty logos.
Y'all have a nice day.